Welcome into another telecast of LMC Varsity Sports. I'm Charlie McGraw. We are here at the Post Gym for our one and only wrestling match of the season, as it's the Battle of the Tigers, White Plains, and Mamaroneck. Mamaroneck is looking to continue being ahead in the league, and they face a tough team in White Plains. And when we get back, we'll have the first match here. So they usually start at the 96-pound division, but we'll see where they begin today here on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports. It was a forfeit win for the Tigers at 99 pounds. Next weight class is 106, another forfeit win. White Plains does not have any win that small. And first match we will have, that won't be a forfeit win, will be Miguel Garcia at 113 versus Andrew Rosenfeld for Mamaroneck. So Andrew Rosenfeld versus Miguel Garcia, our first matchup. That's not a forfeit. The referee, Mr. Tom Blank, is ready, and we are ready for some wrestling. On the right is Rosenfeld, who has the face mask. Had a broken nose earlier in the year. And on the left is Garcia from White Plains, both Tigers. As in the orange is Rosenfeld, and in the black is Garcia, as they jockey for position now. Official tells them to wrestle on. Rosenfeld looking to get after the legs. Garcia on his head. And 2 points, Tigers. Mamaroneck Tigers. As Rosenfeld got the move that got the 2 points. And Mamaroneck takes an early 2-0 lead in this 113-pound match, as the Tigers already have a 2-0 lead in matches due to 2 forfeit wins. So Rosenfeld still has the advantage, even though Garcia's body is half out, it's not fully out, so they wrestle on. And now he's out. So they will reset with 49 seconds. As Coach Scott Gilberti yells on, and Coach Chris Denthwick from White Plains gives his wrestler encouragement as well. But Rosenfeld has the edge, so he had the on-top position, and we'll wrestle from that as we have 40 seconds left in this first of possible 3 rounds of this contest, depending on how quickly this one ends. Could go the distance, the full 6 minutes, 3 rounds. Although it could be a TKO or a knockout before that. Counting out the pin for Rosenfeld. And he only got to 2 seconds, so he won't pin him in this round. 2 more points for Rosenfeld, so it'll be 4-0. And we will go to round 2 as Rosenfeld has a 4-0 lead on Miguel Garcia here on LMC Varsity Sports. Thanks so much for watching our only wrestling match of the year, as it is the White Plains Tigers and the Mamaroneck Tigers. As Garcia and Rosenfeld go at it again. Here on LMC Varsity Sports, as I said, I'm Charlie McGraw alongside our cameraman Kevin Duarte, Alex Newman returning from college, and our LMC Varsity Sports producer and our cameraman right next to me, Mr. Rob Moretti. So Rosenfeld, Garcia battle here at the 113 level, and Rosenfeld gets 2 more points, make it 6-0. And Rosenfeld has him here, looking for the pin, jockeying with his legs. Garcia won't give in though, as we're halfway through this round. 1 minute left here in round 2 of this 113 match. Looks like we will have 5 total forfeits, 4 by White Plains and 1 by Mamaroneck. Fortunately, we won't wrestle in Rob's favorite division, the 285, as it just looks like in the book. White Plains had a 285 wrestler. It's somebody who's less than 285 but more than 220. And Mamaroneck didn't. That was their one forfeit. 15 seconds, a bit of a stall here. Rosenfeld has Garcia, and now he kind of body slam a little, a mini body slam. Whistle sounds, and we'll go to the 3rd round with Rosenfeld up 6-zip. So Garcia will be on top for the first time, and it'll be he'll get him on top. Rosenfeld was trying to get out of it, and he almost did, and he does. Wow, that was a quick one. 8 seconds he got out of it. As Rosenfeld and Garcia go back at it. 1:45 left. Garcia did not have that top position for long, as that was the only 8 seconds he had it. Rosenfeld, and they go outside it, right in front of us. They went outside the circle, both of them. So they exactly 30-second mark of this round number 3, where Garcia trails 6-0 to Rosenfeld in this 113 battle of the Mamaroneck and White Plains Tigers. Point number 7 for Rosenfeld. He leads by a touchdown, 7-0. Second time on LMC back-to-back days coverage here at LMC TV Varsity Sports, as the Tigers, White Plains, and Mamaroneck had hit the hardwood yesterday. Mamaroneck winning by 17. About 17. 2 more points. 9 now for Rosenfeld. 45 seconds left in this final round 3. As he has Garcia. He looks to finish him off, as he's been in control throughout. So he leads 9-0. Garcia getting no points. And 25 seconds left now in this match. $15 seconds now. Rosenfeld looking for final blow here with 10 seconds to go. Garcia hung in, but could not get any of his own points. And that will be all she wrote. So the 113 went the distance with the final 9 points going. So that would be a major decision. So 4 points for Mamaroneck. We have nine points total.
That's 4 for
major
Mamaroneck,
decision.
Right? That's a major.
Major decision for Mamaroneck. 4 points for them. 16-0.
Two forfeits and a
2 forfeits and a 16-0. So this will be the 120. As it'll be from White Plains, Christian Tanezaka. Versus Noel Rodriguez. Noel Rodriguez for the 120 pounds is in the orange and black once again, and Christian Tanezaka is in the black and white wrestling outfit. 2 points for Rodriguez, Noel Rodriguez. Noel Rodriguez gets the position again as we're halfway through round number 1 in our second official match, but 2 forfeit wins already for the Tigers, and they have a big lead. So they're pitching the shutout as Rodriguez knocks him out of the circle to the reset with 51 seconds. Jockeying for a position. Ooh, and a nice shot by Rodriguez. He gets 2 more points. So he was able to get him by the legs and flip him down, as Tanezaka had no chance, as Noel Rodriguez has the positioning once again and looking. Actually, White Plains got a point first of the day. That doesn't count as a team point, just in this match. 4-1. First period of this match in 120 sounds, with Rodriguez up 4-1 over Tanezaka. Black's choice is on top. Although it's hard to believe somebody, when they get a choice, they wouldn't choose the upper edge on top. As Rob, the wrestler, tells me, if you start down, you get a point for escape, which he just got, but he got 2 points because of how he escaped it. Did Rodriguez. So Noel Rodriguez leads 6-1 here. As Rodriguez and Tanezaka here jockeying once again for position. This match has stalled here with 1:10 to go in period 2. Will we have another distance win for the Tigers, or will we have a pin before that? Only time will tell. As Rodriguez looking for the pin. Official does not give it to him yet. And still doesn't. He's trying to. He's got to flip him over, though. As Tanezaka trying to get out of it. He's trying to keep him where he is, but change his body so he can pin him. He's up 6-1, and now he has that positioning, but let's see if he will get it. He has 13 seconds to do so in the period. As sound. The Tigers from Mamaroneck and Noel Rodriguez leading Christian Tanazaka 6-1 with 1 period remaining. Final third period. Total 2 minute as they're jockeying here. As Tanazaka, 2 points for Mamaroneck. He's telling them. One point for White Plains though as he got out of it. And it's 8-2, Mamaroneck over White Plains between Tanazaka and Noel Rodriguez. Another point for White Plains, but 2 points for Mamaroneck, 10-3. Another point. Another point for the Tigers. Looking for the pin, counting it out. 3, 4. But wasn't able to get a firm hold on him, and he's got it going. And now the pin will not be finalized. 20 seconds left. Rodriguez has him in a chokehold. He's giving him the old sleeper. He got out of it for a second. So he's got to get the shoulder down more. Don't know if he'll get there. There's 8 seconds left. He's up 15-4. It's all him, but can he get the additional points for a pin? And he will not. Rodriguez gets the win. He put 3 more points on him. 18-4. 18-4 win. Rodriguez. A major decision. 4 points. Almost a tech fall, but not enough. 18-4 as Coach Gilberti made sure they had it right, because just 1 more point and you get an extra point for the team. So another 4 points for Mamaroneck, known for White Plains, and should be 20-0 now. As the 2 forfeit wins, 90, were Andrew Razzo and Joey Rodas in 106. 99 was Andrew Razzo, Joey Rodas 106. First major decision win was by Andrew Rosenfeld, and Noel Rodriguez won the just won that major decision, as we have the one Tristan Walden for White Plains in 126. Tristan Walden in the black wrestling, what do you call it, bib? Jumpsuit versus Mamaroneck. 2 points for White Plains, and Walden has control now. Guy Santee for Mamaroneck. Guy Santee, the junior from Mamaroneck, versus the junior Tristan Walden for 126 pounds. And Tristan Walden has the early 2-0 lead, 45 seconds. It's a 20-0 lead so far for the Tigers, with 2 major decisions and 2 forfeit wins. 6 for each forfeit and 4 for the major decisions. We know White Plains won't get shut out though, because we know Mamaroneck doesn't have a 285 wrestler. White Plains does, so. But Walden looks to have the upper hand in this match, so far he's got the early advantage. Guy Santee trying to come back. Walden has it with 45 seconds to go in round number 1, and they get up in the air. Santee has him in the air, and he's got him. He throws him down. Wow, 2 points for Santee. Nice move. It looked like it was Walden's match to lose in the start, and Santee now has basically put him at even. And we are all square at 2 with 20 seconds to go in round 1. Ooh, a little shaky with the leg there was Walden. So 126, 2 juniors, Walden from White Plains and Santee from Mamaroneck. 2-2 with 15 seconds to go. Seconds to go in round number 1. Good crowd on hand, although half of it is the New Rochelle team who's facing Mamaroneck after this, which due to Rob's busy schedule we won't be able to cover. Also, we were never giving a heads up. They only told us we only knew of it as them facing White Plains in the first match. We didn't know, as this was a reschedule from last week due to the snow day last Thursday. Although Coach told us that if they're able to sweep, they could win the league, although they might, depending on what else happens. That could not be official, even if they do. So it's 2-2. Santee's on top of Walden here, with the match tied at 2. Alongside cameraman Kevin Duarte, Alex Newman, and Rob Moretti, who's also LMC Varsity Sports community producer. I'm Charlie McGraw here for our lone wrestling match, as Rhinebeck does not have a wrestling team. As White Plains' Walden takes a 3-2 lead with 1:15 to go in period 2. The 2 matches that we've had, they all went the distance for the major decision wins by Naul Rodriguez in 113 and Naul Rodriguez in 120 major decision, Andrew Rosenfeld in 113. Rosenfeld Jr. Rosenfeld is freshman, Rodriguez a junior. Miguel Garcia fell in the 113 from White Plains. He's a junior. And Christian Tanasaka, also a junior. A lot of juniors on the White Plains team. As is Walden here for Coach Chris Denrith, assistant Ryan Racio Pipo, and Mike Tano. 3-2, 42 seconds. So 3-2 lead for White Plains and Walden. Santee, as their two heads meet. Can't be good if they bump too hard there. Concussion, right? Knocked him out. No points, 16 seconds to go in period 2. Clinging to a 3-2 lead is Tristan Walden over Guy Santee from Mamaroneck in this Battle of the Tigers, with Mamaroneck up 4 matches to none, 2 forfeits and 2 majority decisions, 20 points unofficially to 0 points. It's 20-0. We used to have a. We'll head to period 3, and with the score 3-2, Tristan Walden over Santee. Official Tom Blank, he marks with gives points with the White Plains is the red, with the red wristband on his right arm and the green wristband on his arm. He gives it to White Plains for the scoring purposes and to signal who's got the lead. Which with the wristband, it's interesting. For clarity, yeah, but still, it's only sport. Based on the clothing, the wristband, and what we put. This is a key part here, a key stage in this match, as Tristan Walden has the up top advantage. Guy Santee, maybe if he can get an escape, he could tie it at 3. And he does? You think not yet, though. To flip his body around. That had to do with the warm-ups. He was in danger of losing a point there, and they could have tied it, but instead Walden was like a crab the way he maneuvered his body. Great coaching by Chris Deathwick, as White Plains desperately wants to win a match. as they're down 20-0. Nice move, Walden. That was a match-saving move by, because he was half in, half out, and he told him how to maneuver it, and he was able to do that. Walden throwing him. 23 seconds. Walden. Coach Gilberti getting into that.
As assistant coach Femi Wheeler, or the co-coaches of the Gilberti,
does the interview. And the communication. Funny that, actually, we'll get to that in a minute. As this one is in its final 10 seconds, and it'll be dramatic finish as Tristan Walden and Guy Santee looked up at the board. It's going to be a close win. 3-2. They also wear the brace around them. Nice display of sportsmanship. Hugging.
Walden hugging Santee.
They had to make sure they took the red strap and the green strap off. As White Plains gets their first win, so that'll be, what is that?
That's just a decision.
So they get 3 points. 3-2.
So it's 20-3.
I gotta go now, baby. Bye. I love you.
So we're on to the next one. 130-32. Mike Murphy for Mamaroneck versus Raul Iglesias.
From White Plains, and
20-3 team point lead for the Tigers, Mamaroneck.
right in front of us, they'll both go out of bounds, restart, 2 points for Mamaroneck over White Plains. That's what I was saying before, about, what was it, 2:50. Coach Gilberti didn't realize we were coming to this match, and he tweets at Rob, when are you guys coming? And Rob's like, we'll see you in 30 minutes, because that's when we were all scheduled to come, which is unlike him because he usually marks it on his calendar when we're coming and looks at the schedule. But I mean, the fact, that's very coincidental, the fact that he asked and that's when we were coming. So 2-0 lead for Mamaroneck here in the 132. Raul Iglesias, the junior for White Plains, against the junior Michael Murphy from Mamaroneck. So Mamaroneck has a 4-1 match lead with 2 major decisions, which are a win by 8 to 14 points. And White Plains has a decision. Raul Iglesias puts him in the sleeper. And we'll head to period 2 with the Tigers of White Plains up 3-2. Michael Murphy leading, trailing Raul Iglesias by a point. This is where they stood. It was either midway through this period or at this point in the last match, it was 3-2, and they didn't get a point the rest of the way either side for the only decision win that we had, going to the wrestler from White Plains, who was Tristan Walden at 126 versus the 126 wrestler from Mamaroneck, Guy Santee. So no points late in that match, and that was the difference. Tristan Walden was able to hold on. Also, he was able to get out of making a nice flip move on the other side. 2 points for Mamaroneck. And
Michael Murphy.
Four 4 now. Point for White Plains. 2 more points for the Tigers. 6-4 Mamaroneck. All of the matches that they've wrestled, 3 matches, they've all gone the distance for the complete 2 periods and the full 6 minutes of the match. 3 of the 2 periods. Injury timeout. We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports as Michael Murphy might have a little wounded. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, find the injury timeout. Looked like he hurt his stomach as Mike Murphy was had to take an injury timeout, a 2-minute injury timeout. Thank you, Miss Athletic Director Barry Sulman, for ducking down, not getting another shot. As Mamaroneck leads 6-5 as they gave an extra point for the escape there before. So we'll see if Murphy is having stomach pains. He took a shot in the gut before and had to take the injury timeout, but Murphy here needs to 2 points for Murphy, 8-5. Looks like we'll have another match go to the limit. Go to the full distance, whereas we would say a complete game, complete match. Just walking by was the legend Crew Fullerton in his senior year, getting pumped for his match. He's in the 150. 150? What? Huh? Yeah. Yeah, Fullerton was like when they first started doing it, as they pick him up here, but Murphy gets out of it. As he got picked up there, and it's 10-5. He's got him big, a lot of it in the legs, has Fullerton. He could be the next Mamaroneck wrestler to wrestle in college. Possibly. As Yusuf Hamidi is dominating at Maryland. Got to follow Maryland Wrestling. They'll have a Yusuf tweet about every week. Yusuf has his own Twitter as well. And while you're on Twitter, follow Rob at LMC TV Sports, or follow me at Charlie McGraw. Could always use some more followers. Although Rob has a ton of followers. It's up to 700. He's only following about 80. I'm a lot worse. 2 points for White Plains, and it's now 10-9. What happens if it's a tie, Rob? 1 extra period overtime? If they go up?
You have?
As we'll have clarification.
It was 8-5 yours. And you gave it to one to be MVP. Just take down for us.
As we'll have clarification on the score once again. As every point is big when it's this close.
At the end of the period, it was 6. He had to take, your kid had to take out the end of the period to make 8, correct? Their kids took.
We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports.
Okay.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, great display of sportsmanship by Coach
Chris Deathman. Tom Blank thought it was 10, the official. So he came over to clarify, and Coach Scott Gilberti said, no, I think we're up 10-9. So then after about a minute, Chris Deathwith from White Plains, their coach, comes over and says, I agree with them being ahead 10-9. So after that point from Mamaroneck, it's 11-9, but they're going for the pin and the takedown, and with 14 seconds. Murphy not letting him. Gilberti shouting it out. They got the pin. White Plains down 11-9, and he gets it with 7 seconds left. Wow. It looked like Mamaroneck was going to win that by a decision and get 3 points.
Out of nowhere, they get the pin for the Tigers from White Plains, and it'll be the first pin of the match for Raul
Iglesias with 7 seconds left.
So they get a pin there, and they get 6 points.
It went from them losing 3-0 to winning 6-0. As Murphy got wounded there, as definitely his injury to the gut had to hurt him.
So the big 3 points for White Plains, and they now trail 20-9. First pin of the match goes to Raul Iglesias in 132 with 7 seconds left. Although that match, because of the timeouts and everything, took the longest in cumulative time, real time. But it was the one match that didn't go the distance, albeit by 7 seconds. It went 5:53. So we have our next match, which would be 138. Thank you, Rob. It'll be Justin Sarmiento from White Plains and Nimius Fuentes from Mamaroneck. So the two juniors again. Justin Sarmiento, as the last match was 2 juniors. Match before that was 2 juniors. Nimius Fuentes versus Justin Sarmiento.
Nemius Fuentes from Mamaroneck in the orange, and Justin Sarmiento from White Plains. As he gets 2 points, does Sarmiento for the Tigers. It's definitely the most exciting match, though, so far was the last one. As
Murphy looked like he was going to win by a small decision as he was up 11-9, and then out of nowhere he got the pin. But now we know why Chris
Deathwood didn't argue it, because he felt confident in his wrestler to do that, and he got the pin and he got the 6 points. Pin with 7 seconds left. The bridge is formed here by Mamaroneck's
Nimius Fuentes.
Official Tom Blank going down to see what exactly. He works hard, though, Tom Blank, running around, getting in position. As an official, besides hockey, I think the wrestling official could be the hardest because you got to count everything. The hockey guy's got to be in good shape to skate up and down the ice. So 3 points for White Plains. Again, they now get 5 and lead 5-0 in this first period with 20 seconds to go for Justin Sarmiento over Nemius Fuentes. One point for Mamaroneck, and first point of the match for Fuentes, 5-1. We will head to the second period, and it is 5-1. White Plains is
Sarmiento over Fuentes.
going out of bounds. Fuentes.
And dancing around and getting out of it. And now jockeying is Sarmiento. It's 20-9. A decision win. Mamaroneck just has... Oh, they have 2 major decisions for 8 points, 2 forfeit wins for 6. So if you don't include the forfeits, the 12 and the 8, the score, they would be trailing 9-8 because they have a decision win by Tristan Walden and then that miracle pin with 7 seconds left by Raul Iglesias, which is very impressive. So they would actually be up 9 and they're leading here 5-3. But it's a tough one. Forfeits might be the difference in this match. That always happens. That happens almost every year we cover. 5-3 lead. Period number 3. Final period. Unless there's an extra session if they're tied here. That would be a 1-minute 4th period. Still tied. It's a draw. Which after all that would be... You don't see him much, but it'd be like they say, kissing your sister. 6-3 lead for White Plains. So a decision, 3 team points, win by 7 or less, which Tristan Walden had. Major decision, win by 8 to 14. Technical fall, but win by 15, 5 team points. Pin, forfeit, injury, default, or DQ, 16 points. As we stand at 20-9 with a pin decision for White Plains' points, 2 forfeits, and 2 major decisions for Mamaroneck. So they go out of bounds right in front of the table, right in front of us. As Mamaroneck's Fuentes needs to get going as he trails 6-3. He needs like a Iglesias-like. Raul Iglesias had that pin last match in the final 7 seconds. He needs something like that. What he did for White Plains. Ooh, it was just outside. No points given. 40 seconds left in this round 3 as this is the 4th actual match of the day. Right, because we had 2 wins from Mamaroneck and a fifth actual match and the 2 forfeits. 2 points for White Plains. They add to their lead 8-3. At this point, though, for Mamaroneck, you just want to make sure you just get a decision lost here and not more points, 7 or less. Right now, you trail 8-3, as opposed to if you give up 3 more points or something, you'll lose a major decision. Injury timeout. It looked like he had him right before, and we'll step aside and be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Another injury timeout here at the mat at Post Gym. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, good job by Nemias Fuentes to come back down 5 because if he took an injury forfeit, it looked like he hurt his arm. It would be, he would lose 6. He has him for a second, but not enough for a pin. We'll see if it can stay an 8-3 win. And it will stay an 8-3 win, so it'll just be another decision win for White Plains, and they'll get 3 points, and they trail 20-12. We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, our feature match featuring Mamaroneck's best wrestler, Crew Fullerton, at 145 versus Michael Vidals from the White Plains Tigers at 145. Vidal's a junior. Fullerton gets 2 quick points. White Plains got a point. 2-1.
He escaped from
An escape. And looking for a quick pin, and Fullerton gets him. Another 2 points for Crew Fullerton. It's a glorified workout. Well, but it was an escape. 6-2 lead, and 8-2. Quickest 8 points we've seen on LMC Varsity Sports in wrestling, in our wrestling history. 40 seconds, 8 points. So I think we had a pin in like 20 seconds one year. And it wasn't Yusuf, because it was somebody else. Crew looking for the next quickest pin here. 105, he's got it, and he will not finish it off. He does! 58 seconds left in the first period. 1 minute, 2 seconds, and Crew Fullerton gets the first pin for Mamaroneck as they get a 6th spot, and they now have 26. Fullerton makes quick work of Michael Vidal's quickest match of the day, and Crew Fullerton wins the 145-pound division by a pin with 58 seconds left. 6 points for the senior. So 1 minute and 2 seconds into that match, Crew Fullerton gets the pin. He had 11 points and 2 escapes for Vidal's. $150. Next match. Yeah, 152. Thanks, Rob. Juan Jaramillo versus Michael McGowan. Another senior from Mamaroneck after Fullerton. Just won his pin. Mike McGowan versus the White Plains wrestler, who's also a senior, Juan Jaramillo, and it's quickly 4-2. Mike McGowan over Jaramillo. Jaramillo. Thank you, Rob. Again.
Last one.
2 points for Mike McGowan. 8-3 lead with 30 seconds to go in period 1.
Be patient, Mike. 20 seconds, come on. No rush the rest of your match.
20 seconds left. 15 now in this first period. 8-3 lead for McGowan. Mike McGowan over Aramillo. Juan Aramillo from White Plains. As the first period ends, 8-3. McGowan going for the pin. 2 points, 10-3. McGowan has him in position, the far side of the mat. Jaramillo looking to escape, but can't yet. Twisting him like a pretzel. McGowan going for the pin, but Blank won't give it to him. And it'll be 3 points for 3 points for Tigers. 13-3 lead now for Mamaroneck over White Plains with 53 seconds to go in period 2. And McGowan looking for the pin or possibly a technical fall as he's in the major decision range right now. Although 1 point for White Plains, 13-4. Still would be a major decision at this point. Mamaroneck leads 26-12 as Crew Fullerton increased the lead with the first pin of the day for the Tigers. Minute and 2 seconds in the last match in 145 over Michael Vidal's. 29 seconds to go. They'll reset here with McGowan and Jaramillo. Out of bounds, does not count. They'll reset again. All the resets add up too, and we've had a lot. 15 seconds now in this period too. Gowan jockeying. Milo not trying to cave in. 2 points, Mamaroneck, 15-4. And it'll be on to period 3. Haven't had a full decision. Actually, the Fuentes match went the distance. So, Aramito. Mike McGowan adds a couple points. 17-4, 140 left as Aramilo is looking winded. 2 more points and they could get a technical fall. But you gotta have a hit.
15 points in the match, you get 5 points.
Oh. But 1 point for White Plains makes it 17-5. That was an escape. McGowan and Jaramillo. 2 more points, 1 more point, and it'll be all she wrote for the 152 pound division. 1 more point though for White Plains, so not so fast. Jaramillo says McGowan had him. He's taking his ankle, twisting it. A legal grab, they'll restart. If he can take him down right here, he will have, but he will, if he does, it'll take a second. And Jaramillo, what? 2 points, and that's it, 21-6. That'll be 5 points, our first technical fall of this early evening. 31 points now for Mamaroneck, and we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, 160. Trent Wesler gets the 160 forfeit win, so 37 points now to 13 to 12. 18 of those are forfeit. $170, Ben Robbins from Mamaroneck. And Sebastian Garibaldi from White Plains in this 170 freshman. Big kid, freshman 170. Garibaldi in the black wrestling bib onesie versus Ben Robbins, the junior from Mamaroneck, and the orange, it's basically orange camo, orange and black. There's the knee pad on his leg. No points so far in this 170 pound. As with that last forfeit, it's a 37-12 lead. Got an 18 points on forfeit, so take away the forfeits, Mamaroneck will still be ahead, 19-12. So far, 3 forfeits. Yeah, because they forfeited at 99, Andrew Rasso, Joey Rodas, 106. And then the last one was 160 for Trent Whistle. 2 points for Ben Robbins. Robbins versus Garibaldi. Junior Robbins. White Plains at the whistle, but time ran out. 4 points for White Plains. They had a pin going, but the clock ran out. So the clock saved Robbins there from getting pins to the freshman Garibaldi. And Garibaldi's got a 4-2 lead as we head to the second period. That match, there's no points in the first minute and 15 seconds, and then Robbins got 2 quick ones, and then Garibaldi got 4 to end it. He almost had a pin, but the clock ran out and did not allow that to happen, as we're at the 170. After this, should have 3 more matches. White Plains gets the 2. Garibaldi wrestling above his age there. He leads 6-2. Freshman looks much bigger. Robbins trying to get out. And Garibaldi, the pin. Not yet, says blank, and he gives it to him. First pin for White Plains. Ben Robbins gets pinned by Sebastian Garibaldi with exactly 1 minute to go. So that match lasted half the distance, 3 minutes in, and 6 more points, 18-18. Mamaroneck would be up 19-18 if it wasn't for the forfeit.
Some girl got stabbed.
So we'll, So
Yeah.
Tony Colazzo from Mamaroneck, 182 versus the Luis Nunez. Luis Nunez from the White Plains Tigers. This is the 182 division. As Nunez out of bounds right in front of us. Tony Colazzo is a senior. Luis Nunez is a junior. It's a 37-18 point lead for Mamaroneck. Both teams with a pin. Crew Fullerton with a quick one, and actually they've had 2 pins now as they got that pin with 7 seconds left. Raul Iglesias and Sebastian Garibaldi, the freshman, had a pin with three halfway down, and then score is 37-18. Mamaroneck over White Plains with 30 seconds left in this first round here match in the 182 division between Tony Colazzo from Mamaroneck and Luis Nunez from White Plains with 15 seconds left. We're almost going to the official As final whistle sounds, one of the first periods we've had with no points. Maybe it might have been the first period that was 0-0. First period at least. So. Two points for White Plains is Munoz over Collazo. 3 points now. As they both straddle the mat line. Munoz going after Collazo in this 180-pound match. Starting a pin count is the official for Munoz. Collazo trying to get out of it, he's squirming and still squirming around. And it does not matter as Munoz gets the pin. 1:07 left in the second period. So he dominated that second period after a 0-0 first. And a second pin in a row for White Plains as they have 24 points to Mamaroneck's 37. We'll be right back, LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, following a 6-point forfeit win for Israel Perez in from White Plains. They have 30-37.
But people have been stabbed.
This is a big match because there's a forfeit
Just because
coming.
a death happened is bringing light to
I think they have a 275-pound, although I don't really see it. It might be the. But nonetheless, Mamaroneck, this is a big match because although it's unofficial, our count 37-30. Following the 185. Was it 195? Yeah, 195 wins. So it's a big match here at 225. 220. Jose Guiosa from Mamaroneck, from White Plains. Versus Zach Marone, the freshman, 220-pounder. 220-pounder from Mamaroneck. Freshman, Zach Marone. Oh, Guiosa here. Guiosa got the pin on him. Guiosa, the 220-pounder, the junior. Zach Marone trying to get out of it. Ten seconds left. 2-0 lead for White Plains. Zach Marone trying to get out of it. It's a big match here. It goes out. 3 more points for White Plains, 5-0. Zach Marone, the freshman from Mamaroneck, trailing 5-0 to Jose Guiosa. And like all the other matches, White Plains and Guiosa is in the black wrestling uniform and the orange top and the black almost camo for Mamaroneck, orange sneakers for Zach Marone, and black sneakers, wrestling sneakers for the 220-pound class wrestler, Gyoza. So Marone was able to get out of a pin. Unofficially 37-30, and Selvin Carrera 285, but is listed for White Plains, and no 285er from Mamaroneck. So that should be a forfeit win for White Plains. So that would make it 37-36. And that's 2 points. Starting out the pin count, and he gets him, twisting his head back. So Jose Gijosa makes quick work of Zach Marone, and that's another pin win for White Plains, and may have been the winning pin for the match. Unofficially, we'll get a count.
Yeah, so
So checking in. .285. Selvin Carrera. He'll get the win. I think may have given an extra 6 because the scorekeepers have it as 37-36 Mamaroneck, so we go with what they said. So Mamaroneck might have won by a point, 37-36. Yeah, so we'll be right back, wrap this one up here on LMC Varsity Sports.
Back here on the post-game show alongside Crew Fullerton and Crew. It was a quick win for you today. It was a good pin. What was your strategy out there?
Just wrestle like how I do every day. I work hard every day. I come in, just do my thing like I do every day. It wasn't any different than any other match.
And we've seen you for several years now. I think you've been here 8th or 9th grade?
8th grade, yeah.
8th grade. And you were like in the, a 112 back then or something? 99. And now you're up to 145. So how much have you matured and improved since you started at that level?
A lot. I've gotten obviously much bigger. Your mindset changes too. Every time I walked out there every year, it's been to win, but now it's been for the team, it's been for me, it's been just to get better every time, not just to win. It's been a different experience as you get older, and it's definitely made me and my whole team better.
And going into sectionals when you have it coming up, what do you think you'll have to do best to capture the 145 division?
Just wrestle the way I wrestle. I can't let them control the match. I got to wrestle the way I wrestle, not the way they want to wrestle, and that's the only thing that. If I do that, that's all I have to do. That's all that needs to be done to win. Is just to wrestle the way I wrestle, not change it up.
Thanks. Back here with co-coach Femi Wheeler and coach, you guys just squeaked by with a 1-point win. You had a big lead, and then they were able to come back on you. What was the message out there to the kids from you guys?
Just to tighten up a little bit on a technical level. Outside of that, we always wrestle tough. It's just a couple of minor mistakes end up putting us in bad positions, but it's never a question of the effort. So it's something, it's on a technical level. We're improving, and we're making the adjustments. It's about peaking for the postseason. So at the end of the day, yes, we won and it was close, but the wins don't matter if you don't win when it counts. So it's all in preparation, so it's okay.
And as a co-coach with Coach Scott Gilberti, how is that relationship, and how are you guys able to, divvy the opportunity? You guys have a ton of wrestlers on the roster this year.
Yeah. Everyone's really excited about the team and came out, so that was really good. Me and Coach G are like brothers, honestly. We bicker, we fight, we argue, we hug it out. It's okay. We always make it work, and that's the beauty about it, that we're both here for the kids, so it makes decision-making a lot easier on us because we both know where we want to go, so even if we take different routes, we always end up in the same place.
And deep-wise, wrestling-wise, is this one of the most best teams you guys have had in a while? Because you're doing pretty good against And you have a big amount of team as well.
Yes. In the grand scheme of things, I would say we're a very good tournament team. We kind of got a little bit of a log jam in a couple of the weight classes, but outside of that, everyone's where they should be, and when everyone shows up, we are a real problem. So it's exciting to coach, honestly, because there's a lot of highs and lows and a lot of exciting moments because our kids are putting themselves in positions to be successful early and often throughout the season. So.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, final score was Mamaroneck 37 and White Plains 36. Early wins, couple forfeits was the difference in this one, as Mamaroneck was able to hold on as they had a big lead, and White Plains came storming back, but they were able to win by the 1 point after both teams triple-checked the scores. So Mamaroneck wins this one. They'll face New Rochelle next. We won't have that for you, but it was a win over White Plains, as this one lasted long, so we won't be able to cover the second match. But it was a good win for the Tigers, and a great win by Crew Fullerton in 1 minute and 2 seconds. And they talked about it with me after, as that went well. So the Tigers were pretty impressive, and they'll have Fullerton could lead them into sectionals and be their top wrestler and help them win. And they're hoping to win another match here and possibly win the league for the first time in 20 years, depending on what happens in this New Rochelle match and another match they have coming up. So a lot of people to thank for today's telecast, including the CEO, Eric Lewis, COO, Matt Sullivan, community sports producers, Mr. Rob Moretti. For our camera crew today, they were Alex Newman, Kevin Duarte, and Rob Moretti. Once again, coming to you from the Post Gymnasium here in Mamaroneck, I'm Troy McGraw saying thanks so much for watching and have a great evening.